he'd never seen me do it before, and even I was like, that's amazing! How did I do that? Luckily they kept it, it was a tape that worked, so those are the things, those are kind of the cool things. And then the other stuff is just fighting with Hungarian stuntmen, who basically you can just hurt. Because, you don't mean to, but after you've done it a few times, and you don't stop the blow, but you actually make contact, and you keep looking at the stunt coordinator going, I'm really sorry, are these guys getting hurt? And he just goes, listen, they're getting paid to get hurt. It's okay. You don't have to apologise. Just make the scene look good. So that's the fun stuff.
Thank you. My request is, could you do the line with the accent? Please.
What do we say to the god of death? Not today.
Thank you.
Actually, speaking of the god of death, anyone here want to do some training?
What, have we got something to train with?
Oh, it just so happens I've got a couple of swords.
Oh wow, okay.
How coincidental.
Wow, okay. I can't see them, but...
Oh, you used them last week.
Oh, the same ones?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, great. Excellent.
Got it behind us.
Any volunteers? Oh my god, alright. Alright, we're gonna have to do like 1 minute each. You, sir. First. Yeah, at the back, go. I'm going to regret this because this guy looks like he could actually do me some damage, but hey, why not? All right.
Now, no pressure, but if you heard... No, so, well, do you want... we'll do it up here, yeah. If you heard Miltos... so the insurance... If you heard him, the insurance payout is $500,000. So I hope you're insured.
Thank you. You're going to keep an eye on this so I don't trip over it. Famous last words. Here we go. This is the last time you may ever see. You're recording this. Don't send it to my mum. Right. Okay. So, have you ever done any sword fighting before? Right, this is going to be fun. Right, so I'm going to just teach you some really, really basic stuff, okay? 4 positions. All right, top left, top right. This is where I'm going to be the attacker for now, right? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, okay? So, instinct, right? If I come to slice your neck here, yeah, excellent. If I come here, yes. If I come here, yes. If I come here, natural, yeah? Yeah. All right, so there's no energy. We don't actually smack swords together. Just come out a little bit because of the sofa. So I'm going to come here. This is a kill zone. Why is this a kill zone? But why? Because of the artery in your neck. Because if all you need is to cut it a little bit and it's game over, all right? The same here, we have some arteries between the legs here. All right, so if you can, and also the disemboweling here and here. So this is why there's this move here, here, okay? So we'll just do that again. So we go here. So the first time you blocked it was correct. What you want to do, you want to create a wall around you, okay? You don't want to kind of get involved in, I'm going to hit some swords together because the blades will break. What you want to do is create a wall. So if you're going to do it to me, so just do it in slow motion. There, I'm going to create, can you see like I'm going here, I'm blocking it here, and I'm also keeping my arm close to my body, which gives it a lot more kind of strength. Out here, you have a tendency for your arm to get moved about, but you want to keep it strong, strong, strong. So don't worry about blocking it out here, just block it, just stop that blade from getting to your neck. Here, great. Also what he's doing, as you can see, he's turning his body away, which is a very good instinct because it's removing the target. Because if you spend too long just trying to block a sword with another sword, eventually something bad is going to happen. So the most important thing is get your body out of the way. Okay, so we don't have a lot of room. But this time, when I come, actually, I'm going to do here, so you can go that way. So what I want you to do is not only block it, but move your body out of the way, okay? Come over here. So I'm going to go here, start on guard, right? So you're always being defensive and attacking at the same time, because in reality, you don't know where it's going to start. You don't know who the first, where the first moment of aggression is going to come from, okay? So here I am, like this. Right? And I'm going to come here. Yeah. But move that. Yeah, there you go. Because I could go here and then cut your foot. All right? So just do that again. On guard. Here. Yeah. You're a natural, man. You're a natural. All right, do it on the other side. Okay. Here. Yeah. Great. And then what you can do is so that's a block. But then a counter move would be, get rid of my sword by knocking it down, there, and then, yes, there you go. So that's just a little taster. Let's have another person. Give him a round of applause. What's your name?
Hang on.
Yeah. One other person. Someone down here. Yes, come on. What's that? Oh my God. What's your name? Sophie. Lovely. Where are you from, Sophie?
Yorkshire.
Oh my God, amazing. Home from home.
East Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Last night we went out for dinner and Ashley and I were having a sword fight with our fries and I knocked my drink over myself.
Okay, this is going to be fun. All right, pick up the sword.
All right, love, you'll be fine.
All right. Okay. How am I going to do this? So, all right, we're just going to do. I'm not going to do anything. Just stand here. Just on the sofa. Right. So, first one. So, lock your arm. So, elbows in. None of this. No chicken wings. Here. All right. This gives you strength. Okay. Keep your feet. Keep your knees nice and soft. All right, good. Okay. So, keep that a little bit stronger in the arm. That's it. In fact, what you might want to do is hold both. Yeah. Gives you more strength, all right? And also, this sword, just turn out to the audience. What is the problem here? If she's holding it like this, what is exposed? Her face. So what you want to do with this sword is make it your shield, all right? There's a reason why it's this long. It protects you from your genitals to the top of your head, all right? So very important. So that sword has to be right between your eyes, because what I don't want to be able to do is get to you, all right? This is like you've already created a barrier. And also, if you tilt it out this way, that's a barrier. It means I'm not able to get to you. So, a little bit, yeah, there you go. Right, so already, from my point of view, it's kind of a bit difficult, because already I'm going, all I can see is a sword. So part of the whole idea of dueling is that you have to make this thing a multitasking weapon, right? Defense, attack, everything. All right. Okay, here I come. Here, there. Good, good. Always go back into your defensive position, always. Because you don't know where the next blow is going to come from. Here. Yeah, very good. And? Yeah, very good. All right, now move out of the way a little bit more without falling off the stage. Right? Yeah, that's okay though. Do it again. There you go. And then bring that leg back. Just do that move again. Here. Yeah, very good. And again. Here. Okay, very good. All right, so I'm going to give you three moves. Yeah, you're going to attack me. So you're going to come here. Just do a move. I'm going to block it. All right. Okay. Then you're going to attack me again. The other side. There. No, I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to attack you first. And then you're going to attack me, and then you're going to kill me. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to come here, there, okay? And then you're going to knock this sword down, and then in. All right, so can you put that all together? All right, so you go here, knock it down. Yeah, that's it. All right, one more time. Okay, here we go. Here. Okay, good. Good, give her a round of applause. Thank you, Sophie.
You are way too happy to kill them. Double pass. There we go.
Thanks, everyone. There you go.
Round of applause.
And that's just a taster. I mean, this kind of, sometimes you have to kind of like do those moves over and over and over again to make them perfect. It's like doing yoga. You can do the moves, but actually perfecting the moves is another thing altogether. Because like I was saying about authenticity, and when you believe it, there's a big difference between choreography and then making the choreography look believable. So when I sometimes do workshops, and when I do conventions, I do like 90-minute classes, and all of it is about comparing what you see on screen and TV, and then finding out where the differences and the similarities are between choreographed fights on TV and the reality of what it would actually be like when you're dueling. And sometimes it's the same, but most of the time it's very, very different. Like there's a lot more running away in reality. It's true. You have to tire out your opponent. You see how tiring it is just doing one tiny little move. It's actually, you know, when you're actually fighting and your adrenaline's pumping, it's a lot of energy is expended.
Right, so do we have any more questions for Miltos? Here we go, down the front there, Steve Pike.
Hello.
Sorry, love, can you hold the microphone closer to your mouth?
Sorry, I've done this. At the end of the sword scene, where like God's, like what actually happened? Did you die? Or...
Well, I mean, you haven't seen me for a few years, have you?
Well, you might be infected.
Exactly, it could be anything. The point is it's very ambiguous. I liken it to, in the books, it's very clear that the mantras that Arya Stark learns from Syrio Forel, that she keeps repeating them, and she repeats them all the time. They're the things that kind of keep her safe and focused. And I've got a feeling that the reason why it's ambiguous is because it keeps the idea of the lessons alive in her head. So, like in Star Wars, when you see Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of killed because he just disappears, the idea is that you go, something tragic has happened, but you don't have it's not like he just dies, he just turns into something else. Like, you know, the Force ghost, whatever it is. And what it does is that it keeps the idea of the Force alive in Luke's head. And I think the same thing happens with Arya Stark. It keeps the idea of the lessons alive in her head. And I think with it being ambiguous like that, it kind of has a bit more of an epic feel to it, rather than going, oh, I watched someone die. There's a kind of trauma to it. But if you don't see it happen, then it allows other things to happen in her head, I think.
And can I have a photo?
And you can later, yes, definitely.
It's an instant camera.
Okay, but maybe at the end, after we've finished.
Okay.
Right, we've got a question over there. I think the convention's confirmed that he's still alive.
I love it, the internet has confirmed. Well listen, it is as ambiguous as it appears. It's like that in the books, and George Martin had the opportunity to change it because he wrote the episode in the first season where I have that fight. And he could have done something different, but he didn't. And he went, I wrote it the way I wrote it because that's the way I want it to be. So I think it's deliberately ambiguous, yeah.
What's the most ridiculous rumour you've heard on YouTube about yourself?
The most ridiculous rumour is that... No, I don't know. It's not ridiculous because... No, because the only one I know is that he's maybe a member of the Faceless Men, but I think the Faceless Men are much more ruthless than Syrio Forel is. The difference between the Faceless Men and Syrio Forel is that if you believe him to be the first sort of Bravos, then that role is a very honourable role, and he's always acted with honour. And I think the Faceless Men, as assassins, have to do things which are kind of a little bit shady. And I don't think that kind of goes hand in hand. So I would dispel that. But that doesn't mean to say that a faceless man took the identity of Syrio Forel. Because what on earth was he doing in Bravos in the first place? If he's the first sort of Bravos, why wasn't he doing his job? He wasn't the retired sort of Bravos, was he? So there you go, I'll just open another can of words.
But he wasn't the artist formerly known as the Sword of Bravos.
Yeah.
Questions? Put your hand up high, there we go. Hold the mic up to you now.
I love the fact that you actually look like a Snapchat photo. You know, with the flowers in your hair. You've actually done it, but in real life. It's amazing.
I was wondering, who is your favourite character in the Song of Ice and Fire series / Game of Thrones, and what do you admire most about them?
Oh, I'm Team Arya Stark. Yeah, because I like her because she's really, well, obviously I'm naturally biased, but I like her because she's like all the characters, she's problematic. At first you're on board with her revenge story, but as you realise what the revenge entails, you start to get a little bit icky about it, and you go, oh, this girl has turned into someone who I probably don't want to have as a friend. So I like that a lot. It means it's conflicting, and I think that's what makes good drama, is that you're supposed to like people that you shouldn't like, and not like people that you should.
How you doing? So
Hi.
You're on set and you're all dressed up as Provosi. How weird is it just chilling, having a sandwich with Lannister guards?
It's really funny because the guys, I've been training with these guys for a few days, and we go through the fights, regularly, and you get to know them, you get to trust them, they get to know you. You work with them so much that you become simpatico with them. That's how the fights work. A lot of the time, we don't have the time to rehearse fight scenes, so a lot of the stunt doubles get to do the work for the principals. But me and Maisie both made a pact that we were going to make sure we did all our fights ourselves, and that's what we're really proud of. But yeah, and with Ian Beattie, who played Meryn Trant, we had a great time. And even now when I see him at conventions, there's still that kind of like piss-taking and animosity that is kind of, we play act all the time, even when we're just ourselves. Yeah, he's a kind of wild character.
You have the guy in the front there and the guy in the back. No, he's right there. You might have to come out to the edge because I don't know how long the cord is.
So, watching Syrio take apart the Lannister guards, and then, was there more footage of Syrio fighting Meryn Trant?
No, there wasn't.
So it just ends with the broken sword?
No, that was the thing, is that I fight the guards, he just kind of watches, and then he goes, "Oh, you bloody useless bunch of people," and comes in, and he literally, I mean, that's the idea, is that he knows he has to break that sword. So that's what he does. So he's watched it and he goes, all right, well, the most important thing I need to do is take out his weapon, so he can do things with even a practice sword. So it's kind of symbolic, you know, the idea that you get your sword broken, and then it's like, now what do you do? However, I still posit the idea that there are a lot of swords literally at my feet. So we don't know. But yeah, that was, we shot, what was in it was what we shot.
All right, we've got time for one more question, so no pressure.
Hi, thanks for coming out.
Hi.
So my question ties back to something you said a few minutes ago about how the faceless men are a little bit shady and Syria was honorable. So what do you think Syria would think about Arya's ruthless spree of assassination that she's been on the last few seasons?
Yeah, that's a good question, because it's so there's this kind of you know, you see it a lot in you know, stories like this, where you have a protagonist who gets trained by someone, and that's what kickstarts their story, whether it's revenge or some kind of duty that they need to do. And the unconventional teacher is the person that teaches them things that allows them to be better fighters than normal people. And so the whole idea of the water dance, and the whole idea of the kind of the faux Eastern mysticism of what Syria Farrell talks about, which is that this is an elegant form of, it's almost like a Viking meeting a samurai and going, your way is one way, but my way is a pure way, you know. And of course, Syria also talks about the idea that you have to use your senses in a much more complete way. You can't just judge a situation by what it appears to be, and almost finding a place of zen, so that you are at your absolute most focus. So, without doubt, the assassins use this, but it's a strange thing, because it's kind of mystical, because they do things even in ways that you don't even know. They will kill people without you even seeing it. But I think that there is a big difference to how do you defend yourself. I guess it's like a martial art, where you use the force of your opponent against them, right? Like Aikido. So it's more like that. It's where you know how to defend yourself and not get hurt. It's like Morgan on The Walking Dead, right? It's that kind of idea. And I think maybe that is just relevant to Arya Stark, because she's a girl, a young girl. So he goes, well, you're not going to go to war, but you have to defend yourself. And the only way you can defend yourself is if you're clear about what you're doing, and you keep your eyes and your ears and your senses open. Whereas the assassins are on a different thing. That's like literally someone gives you a job and you need to take out that person. I think it's much easier to kill someone when they don't know it's coming, but much harder when you go into a duel with someone. So yeah, I think the way they do what they do are very different. And the bottom line is that, what does it cost? And for Arya Stark, you know, you can say that she's turning into a Dexter. You know, it's like, you know, you can kill someone or you can turn them into a pie. All right. So I think Syria Farrell would have something to say about that. It's like, maybe it's a little bit overkill. Maybe you can spend your time a little bit more productively than just. And also, why leave a fingernail in it? Very good baking, man. And a good pastry chef.
I want a pie now. You get a pie for lunch. Well, excellent question, excellent answer. If you want more Miltos, and we all do, come back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock because he will be joining us then. If you want to get a picture with Miltos, or if you want to get an autograph, or both, token booth is just down there. Make sure you get your tokens before they all run out. But please, Dunedin, big warm round of applause. Miltos, you're alive!
Thanks, folks. I just also like to say that I'm raising money while I'm here for a mental health charity back in the UK. So, you know, all donations are welcome, but you get free stuff if you doing it.
We can do an auction tomorrow.
It'd be great. I'll do something.
Get some stuff and we'll auction it off.
Yeah. So,
there you go.
So come over, have a chat, and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you. You've been really lovely audience. Thank you very much.
Alright, if you are a fan of the Lord of the Rings, don't forget Billy Boyd is joining us here on the stage at 12 o'clock. If you like hot dogs, be here at 3 o'clock for the Howlers Hot Dog Eating Competition. We will be joined by a special guest presenter, the lovely Miss Rivers from the IPW Professional Wrestling. Big round of applause, Miss Rivers. Big round of applause. Not that big. Okay, that big. And of course, tomorrow I'll be giving away some mediocre prizes, some great prizes, some booby prizes, some cold hard cash in the game What's in the Box.